It's me, Miss Mary, getting it in. Can't nobody do it for you but you. Good morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you're ready to start your week off with what? Walking, exercising, eating better this week. You know, I look at the beginning of the week in a more positive way than what I used to. I look at it now as a new beginning. What I didn't do over the weekend, what I didn't do last week, this is my opportunity to do it this week, to do better. I just want to do better. With each and every week that God gives me, I want to do better. So what am I going to do better? Well, I didn't get out here as early as I thought I would, or as soon as I thought I would. A little bit of procrastination, and then when I finally did get up, I decided I wanted to do this and do that before I get out and walk. But you know, it reminds me of when I was working. We used to be on the honor system on my job, and so we didn't clock in and out. Then finally, management saw that so many of us were late and basically wasn't getting there on time. We were leaving on time, but we weren't getting there on time. So management implemented a time clock. And boy, was quite a few of us on the struggle bus with it. There was quite a few, myself included. And I remember being late. I would be, sorry for the noise, there's a plane. And I remember being late. I remember I would be like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It was never 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And I had a problem with my manager, whom I had at that time. She did not care for me. And she had, when we would take vacation, your manager had to put it in. You couldn't put it in on your time clock, on your time card. She would put it in. So I had went on vacation for a week. And then the next week we got paid. And of course my paycheck was a whole week short. And boy, I was so upset about it because I knew that she did it on purpose. I was like, I told you, here's the note. I love notes, and I made a copy of the note that I put on your desk. And, you know, I know we communicated. You knew I wasn't there because I was that valuable of a worker, if I must say so myself. It wasn't like I had taken a day off or 2 days and she could have missed it. I had been off for a whole week. So I knew that she knew I was not there. So I had a whole week of that I didn't get paid for. And so she said, well, we'll just put it on next time. And remember, I got paid every 2 weeks. So I was upset about it. And when I called her out about it because she knew she was wrong, she said, well, I'm glad you're talking about this because there's something else I want to talk to you about. And I was like, what? So she pulled up my time card and she showed it. She had a printout of it. And it showed I was 1 minute late, 2 minutes late, 3 minutes late, 4 minutes late, you know. And I had been late because, like I said, we had just got on the honor system. We had just got off the honor system. And she said, she slid the paper to me. And she said, is this you? I said, well, of course it's me. My name is there. Yes, it's me. You know, I couldn't deny it because it's right there in black and white. I wasn't going to deny it anyway, but because I had cornered her about my money and how she didn't put my timesheet in, she just flipped the coin. So anyway, I got home And I was telling my husband, I was like, yeah, she didn't pay me my money, and now I'm not gonna get my a whole week short, and we won't get it for 3 weeks. He go, Mary, we'll be okay. We're all good. We're good. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. And he kind of calmed me down about that. And then I said, and then she had nerve enough to slide me a paper showing how many tardies I had. And this, guys, is the wisdom of a good husband. And I showed him the paper because she gave me a copy of it. And he looked at it and he said, Mary, if you can be 1 minute late, 2 minutes late, 3 minutes late, 4 minutes late, you can be on time. And I was like, what? And he was like, this is that kind of stupid lady. You know, you ain't even 15 minutes late, 20 minutes late. It's 1 minute, 2 minutes, and they're holding it against you. And you know what he said to me? He said, Mary, now, granted, I was working 6 to 2:30, 6 in the morning to 2:30 in the evening. So early in the morning. He said, Mary, what you have to do is, when you get up in the morning, you can't put your mind on nothing but get to that job. You don't need to think about throwing some meat in the crock pot, making the bed, throwing a load of laundry in, or retrieving a load of laundry out of the dryer, trying to fold it real quick. You don't need to think about anything but getting to that job. And I was like, but I have things to leave it. When you get up in the morning, your ultimate goal is to get to that job. Everything else, we'll deal with it later. And you know, I took his advice. Granted, dinner was late quite a few times because I didn't have time to throw nothing in the crock pot. Granted, the bed didn't get made until I came home. Granted, there was other things that I had to just learn how to leave because I had to be to work at 6 a.m. in the morning. So he said, not unless you're willing to get up early to make time for those things. But you can't get up at 5, get a shower, jump in your car, get there and be there at 6. Now granted, I only live like 10 minutes from work. You can't do it. Now if you want to throw something in the crock pot, fold a load of laundry, throw a load in there, you need to get up about 4:30. About 4:30. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. He said, well then if you're going to continue to get up at 5, you've got to leave those things off. And sure enough, because my job was on the line, I left those things off. And so the reason why I'm telling you this story is because I'm thinking I got to take that same mindset when it comes to exercising and getting out and walking. I got to leave all that other stuff off. Leave it off. Like just now, I was going to wash the dishes. And I thought, no, because it's going to get later. I had intentions of getting out here at 8. I didn't make it till 8:30. So I was going to wash the dishes. I started the washing machine because it needs to clean itself. You know, I have one of them self-cleaning ones. And if you don't run it, it keeps flagging it. Time to clean the washer, time to clean the washer. So I thought I could hit those buttons on my way out the door. But that thought came to me. I have to make this exercise a priority. And it has to be the thing I think about. You know, not the first thing. The first thing I'm thinking about God and thanking him for waking me up another day and giving me the activities of my limbs. And the second thing I need to think about is getting it in. Getting out there, getting those 3 miles in every day. Because why? I'm trying to do something today that my future self will thank me for So, and I can't get that done by washing the dishes and throwing some meat in the crock pot. And then the next thing you know, it starts raining. Oh, wow, I was gonna walk. Forecast didn't say anything about rain, but all of a sudden it rained. Or all of a sudden somebody called and you gotta go handle some business. Well, then get it in. All these things that are gonna come at you that's gonna stop you from getting out here and getting it in. So I'm taking that mindset that I had with work. And good news, guys, I didn't get fired. I retired after 30 years and my record improved. I was on time. So I'm saying I'm taking the same mindset that I got to stay focused. I got to stay focused. And these, getting it in, exercising is a priority for me. You know, God is a priority. Exercise is a priority. I have to get this in. If I want my knee to get better, if I want to get stronger in my body, if I want to live to 90 or 100 and be healthy and mobile, you know. So this is Miss Mary. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos. You don't have to watch my videos, but I appreciate you watching them. I appreciate you just giving me these 10, 11, 12 minutes of your time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Share with me what you're gonna do to get started. You know, I had a young lady tell me that she was on her treadmill. I was so proud of her. So let's get started. Let's move our bodies together. One thing about Miss Mary, I like to know somebody's suffering with me. So come on, join me. Suffer with Miss Mary. Let's get this done. All right. Bye, guys.